everyone, this is the AWAS. Thank you for checking out my channel. In this video, we'll take a look at SUV camping while dual sport riding in the North Georgia mountains. The weather has been crappy the last several weeks. Lots of rain, it's been cold, and just really a ton of rain, even in the North Georgia mountains. Well, I decided one day, I had a couple days to take off of work and had to use them by the end of the year or lose them. So I took a half day Thursday off because the weather had cleared and decided to head out to the mountains. And as I was heading north, I started scoping out some of the dispersed camping spots that are out there and got motivated thinking, you know, I have a few days to work with. What if the weather clears? Would I be able to hit one of these spots, do one night, and ride 2 days? Well, it all worked out. Weather cleared out a week later, had 2 beautiful days on a Monday and Tuesday. I took the days off, called my buddy Jeff. He joined me on what was a spectacular 2 days of riding and a great overnight we spent at one of the dispersed camping spots in the North Georgia mountains. It was a cold night, so we decided to sleep in our SUVs and hit some single tracks along the way. So this was day one as we headed out to the tracks and hit some of the regular forest roads while we were searching for a few of single track trails that we planned on hitting.
What is this?
All right, this is the fun part here.
So this was the first challenge of the day for us, and it was a pretty steep climb up a mountain. And because of all the rain that we've had the last several weeks, it was loose, it was rocky, it was muddy, it was wet, including a lot of wet roots. The back tire was spinning quite a bit, and thank God for some of these workarounds, some of these deep pools of water, some of which we got stuck in throughout the day, which you'll see later in the video. But what a great time, and these challenges are fun. You really get to test out your throttling skills and see if you can keep that back tire traction going the whole way.
Up, up, up. Woo, yeah, that is high. You hit the paved road.
You never know who you're going to run into when you're out in the wilderness, and we stumbled upon this poor guy who had been lost for hours walking down the forest roads and luckily ran into us. Now, we couldn't lend him a cell phone because there was no cell phone service where we were, but we were able to point him in the right direction. And a few hours later, when Jeff and I went to fill up our tanks and have some lunch, we ran into him. He found his way to the gas station we recommended him to walk to, and Jeff lent him his cell phone so he can call home and get a ride back. So our day one was coming to a close, and we decided to head back to our camp to set up our SUVs and get the fireplace going and also get dinner going as well. What a beautiful day it was. The weather was perfect. It was in the 60s, blue skies, and even though the trails were wet, the traction was pretty decent. The mud made it interesting and added a whole nother layer of complexity and challenge to the ride. I scoped out this campsite a week prior and picked it because of the creek that ran alongside of it and around it and all the space, and it was also pretty level. Now we were contemplating whether to camp in tents or to camp in our SUVs, but knowing how wet the ground was from all the weeks of rain that we had and also the temperature dipping into the low 40s, we decided to sleep inside our SUVs, and it was a good choice.
Welcome to an episode of Cribs Outdoors. We're going to check out the cribs that Jeff and I set here. We decided we're going to sleep in our cars because it's going to get cold tonight. This is my crib here. I'm going to sleep pretty comfortably. Got all my goodies here. Got my sleeping bag. Got the bike. There we go. Look at that. Wow. You got leg room and arm room here. Look at that. All cozy and comfy. You are set, my friend. That's a little heater then. So you got it connected.
Little 500 watt heater. Got a generator.
All right.
Got the kitchen.
All right, let's go check out the kitchen. There you go. What's for dinner tonight?
7:15 in the morning. Slept pretty good in here. Pretty comfortable. Plenty of room. I was able to sleep pretty warm inside this big Agnes sleeping bag. I'm gonna get up soon. Sun's coming out. Looks like a foggy morning as usual in the mountains. And go for another ride today and then head home. Twisted my forks yesterday a little bit on one of my crashes and tried to straighten it up against a tree. So I hope they're straight and that doesn't affect the riding. I'll have to figure that out when I get home. I had a great day riding yesterday. Looking forward to another great day today. Nothing like a brisk morning in the mountains. I think it's low 40s right now, so not too bad, but it's still chilly. All right, see you on the trails.
Tuesday morning. Remnants of a fire last night. Still smoldering a little bit. Beautiful creek in the background. We slept in our vans. Cup of coffee. So Jeff, you used to work for Starbucks.
Yeah.
And here we are drinking Starbucks products. So it's pretty cool.
He's a sponsor. He's also a major stockholder.
minor, but maybe.
Look at that view. Look at the view of the girl. You got a waterfall in the background. Yeah.
I mean, that sound last night really helped me sleep.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, really nice, you know?
Yeah, I think the wine might have helped too.
Yeah, the wine. Like a little more.
Yeah. Wine and
the amaretto.
Yeah.
But this is I gotta say probably the perfect camping spot. I mean, you got 3-4 fire pits, numerous places to set up camp. You can park your cars. We decided to park close to the creek. It's nice and flat, so we're able to sleep in our vehicles. And what a great day! What a great way to start off the week.
Here we are on day 2, heading out on another beautiful day, although it was significantly cooler. It was in the low 40s and remained in the mid 40s throughout the day. Our plan was to hit a few more single tracks and then head back to camp so we can load up our bikes and leave the mountains while daylight still remained.
Man, I love this one. That was fun coming through those green canyons, wasn't it?
Oh my God.
Tunnel. Everything's fogging up on me. My glasses are fogging up, my goggles are.
My hands are sweating.
That was a little bit of a workout coming down that mountain.
Yeah. All right, you want to go?
Go ahead.
It's hard to tell from my GoPro, but this was a pretty steep climb with slippery wet roots and loose gravel and little spots of mud here and there as well that were concealed with leaves. So it was a bit of a challenge, but it was a lot of fun.
There we go. Dang. That was fun!
That was a hell of a climb, man.
Oh, that was so much fun!
So after some fun power slide practice, we were heading to our last single track of the day. We still had a few more obstacles though to get through, like this mud pit. I was really looking forward to this last single track. It was a trail that Jeff had attempted with a friend of ours, Manuel, who rides a 701 Husky in the past, and they had to turn around because it just got too difficult. And so I was looking forward to challenging myself and pushing myself and also the KLX to the max.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh my God. I just needed your encouragement.
Holy shit, a bear.
You're kidding me.
See it? Look at, see him running?
Oh yeah, way out there. Oh, this is incredible. Holy shit. Okay. Coming, hold on. Let me get on that side, Jeff. You got it? Okay. Holy shit, you got to back it out. Tell me when. Ready? I'll pull it back. Ready? All right, you got it? Hold on, you got it, Brandon. Okay. What's that?
That's a hell of a view right there.
Oh, it's gorgeous, man. That's a waterfall, huh?
Yeah.
Love it. God's country.
Yeah, it is.
I like the don't use the board because you know I would have.
The further we went into this trail that we called Bear Trail, the more exciting it got, and really hit me that this is what dual sport riding is all about. You go deep into the mountains, and we were in the middle of nowhere, no phone reception. Our GPS didn't even recognize the tracks that we were on, but it was so much fun. There were a lot of obstacles, and you just felt like you were accessing parts of the mountains that are inaccessible to most people unless you're on a motorcycle. So in this case, we really enjoyed it. We took a few breaks to enjoy the moment. I missed a few spectacular crashes that I made, one of them in a deep creek that on my way back up. I gave it too much throttle, and the bike took off one way, I went the other, and I was actually hurt. I'll just say the bike hit me in a very sensitive spot of my body, so I had to take a 10-minute breather. We had a great time. We had to turn around, as I mentioned earlier, because it just got a bit too difficult, and the daylight was slowly coming to an end, and we had to make it back to camp and got our bikes loaded to head back before the sun went down. But we will be back. There'll be redemption, and I'll make a redemption video in the future with Jeff and I on this trail.
This is a survival diary.
This is called Worn Out. You know, we don't even know where we're going.
Don't know where we are.
We are on a trail, though.
It's a trail. It's a hell of a trail. Yeah. My GoPro went out in that water crossing. It's a tree stump, too.
Tree crossings, a couple log crossings.
Yep.
Across a couple log unders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So years from now, if someone finds this phone and 2 skeletons, we know what happened. Tree trunk here. You can't tell, but we're at an angle. It slips. And then there's a water crossing back there, too. So, but I just hit it pretty hard and made it over. Flailed my legs like a duck, but made it over. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get through. We don't know either. It's 1 o'clock, so we got plenty of daylight, but we'll assess as we go.
So we turned around and headed back out the way we came in on Bear Trail and decided to call it a day, head back to camp to pack up our bikes and head back home before it got dark. So this part of the ride was really special because it's probably one of my favorite times of any event that we do. It's the end of the ride, you know you're on your final leg, and you slow down and just take it all in. And in this case, since it was winter, the leaves were off the trees, and you were able to really see the scenery around you, the mountains, the ranges. We saw hawks flying in front of us, and we just took it slow and easy, knowing it was the end of the ride, and reflecting on the last 2 days of adventure that we experienced, the camping in our SUVs, the beautiful campsite, the cool, brisk mornings, and the clear skies that we had.
Yeah, you know what? Yours doesn't look that dirty, Jeff. I don't know.
Okay, there's one bike.
Yeah, let's see the other one.
Here's Mike, the mud catcher.
Mud sticks to me. I don't know. I think it's a problem, Jeff. Mud just sticks to me, you know?
I call him the mud seeker.
Mud likes me.
I'll tell you what, your bike was running strong, man.
Did you? Yeah.
It was running strong.
This thing runs pretty good.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh,